Hello everybody, thank you so much for visiting Riders United YouTube channel. This is the place where I release weekly videos related to motorcycles. I try to share some helpful tips. I also record some of my personal rides. If you didn't have the chance to subscribe yet, please like and subscribe. You have the subscription icon on the right corner of your screen. I always appreciate that. And in today's episode, I would like to show you a really neat way that I kind of invented for installing the water bottle on my bike. So if you would like to see how I did that on my bike, please stick around and I will show you what I got. Here we go. So hydration is obviously really important for any motorcycle rider, especially during these hot summer days. But from time to time, when I'm traveling on the long distance, I will hate to just stop and just waste the time to get to the water and just park the bike or whatever is necessary. So I actually found a way to install this thermos really close to the seat of the bike, and I currently have a Harley Heritage M8, but I have to say I used the same method on my previous bike. I have the Slim before and it was working really nice and it's really easy to do it. So in order to kind of put all this thing together, you will need few things that I have on the table, and you will need really simple tools: screwdriver, Allen wrench, thread locker, and you will have to buy like a few basic items. I will assume that you already have the thermos. If you don't, you can actually use any water bottle that will fit into this bracket. I also have to buy extra screw that is a little bit longer. This one is 3 inches, and I will be showing on the video how I use this screw. And there is also the bracket that I purchased, and this is actually water bottle holder for the bicycle. There is additional item is the clamp on the back that I discarded. I won't need this. And what you will have to do, you will have to drill this hole that is a little bit bigger, because originally this hole was a little bit smaller, but you would like to make sure that this screw will fit through it in order to mount it on the bike. So yeah, that was a really simple operation. I'm not gonna really show on the video how I drill the hole. I also have like 2 nylon spacers that will allow me to install this whole assembly properly, and I have the mounting screws that are the same like those in here in order to mount this. And yeah, so let me show you really quickly how I did it on my bike. I think it's a really neat way and it's really cheap, so hopefully you guys will like it. So the first thing you will have to do, you will have to remove this screw that is holding the fender strut. And I already have this bracket in here that is protecting the saddlebags, but if you don't have it, you will have the same screw, and you will notice there are 2 of those for both models. And yeah, I actually got this screw loose a little bit yesterday when I was measuring how long the new screw have to be, and the one I bought was 3 inches. So let me just undo this really quickly. So you will remove this screw. And right now, what we're gonna do, we will take this bracket that will be holding the bottle holder. We'll put the screw through it. We will put a little bit of the thread locker just to make sure that this is nice and secure. This is really important fastener for the bike because yes, it's holding your fender, so make sure that this is something that is nicely tight. And just put this one back on. All right, so right now we have this bracket mounted in here. So what you will do next, you will take the screws. I put extra washer in here and also the spring washer just to make sure that this stuff doesn't get loose. I bought the spacers from Menards because we would like to make sure we have nice clearance between the screw and the bracket. So I will put those spacers in here. So this is how it has to look like at the end. And right now we'll just screw this in, and yeah, that's kind of done deal after this. So I can just catch the thread in here. in here. And right now the bottom. And yeah, this is your bottle holder. And as you can see, now you can place your bottle in here. I actually have this big thermos. It's pretty close to the seat, but it doesn't really bother me. But you can take like something smaller and just place it in here. And this is really convenient way to just hold it on your bike. Yeah, this one is a little bit more loose, but yeah, this one is a little bit bigger and this one is closer to the standard. It's just a Zoryoshi thermos that I will highly recommend. I tested this thermos against the other ones. This one truly holds the hot or cold beverage, cold or hot, for like really long period of time. And I just bought this really nice sticker from Harley. But yeah, I should probably put my Riders United sticker here. And yeah, this is how I'm gonna use it. As you can see, this one is fairly stable, so during the ride it should be fine. And yes, I have to admit, sometimes on this really long straight rides, if I could see like miles ahead, I will even drink out of this thermos when riding. It's not recommended and I probably won't do that again. But yes, I did it about 2-3 times, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, otherwise you can just pull on the side of the road, just open it up, and this one have a really nice lock. Otherwise it will open, so you can do it with one hand. Then you can close it, put it back in here, and yeah, you can keep on going. The one thing that I have to mention, you will notice that you don't have that much clearance between the foot pack and this bottle holder. So actually this is something that can be used only when you are riding solo, because you won't really need this space. And what I try to do when I will be riding with my wife, I will just undo this 2 screws and I will just remove it. And for the longer rides, when I'm traveling long distance, I will just put this thing on, because it's definitely like a lifesaver for me. So I really hope that you enjoyed this quick episode. I really hope that it might be helpful for somebody to just use this little trick to install a water bottle on their bike. And like I mentioned, this will work not only for this M8 Softail, but even for the previous models or any other bike that have kind of a similar setup with this screw that is kind of on the side. So I really hope that this was somehow helpful. And if you would like to connect with me in the real life, I would like to invite you to my Facebook group called the Riders United Motorcycle Group. This is the place where you can ask me all the questions that you guys have on this specific video or any other video that is currently on my YouTube channel. And if you didn't subscribe yet, please like and subscribe. You have the subscription icon on the right corner of your screen. If you can hit like and maybe share the good news about the channel with your fellow riders, it always helps. And as always, I would like to say thank you for your time. I really appreciate the time that you are spending with me here on the channel. You guys are really awesome, and the community is growing, and I'm always looking for building up the community as much as I can. So thank you so much for your time, and please check some of these videos. If you see somebody on the side of the road, fellow motorcycle rider, always please stop, help them out, support them, and I'm sure that they will appreciate it. And I really hope that you will have a great time on your bike during these hot summer days. Ride safe, guys, and see you next Friday. Bye bye.